Someone asks you if you're a dog person or a cat person, and before you even answer, you hesitate, because you already know what's coming. The jokes, the stereotypes, the crazy cat lady comments, the assumption that you're antisocial, cold, or just weird. But here's what they don't understand. Your love for cats isn't random. It isn't a quirky personality trait you picked up somewhere. It's deeply connected to who you are at your core. Your psychology, your nervous system, your childhood, and the way you experience the world. If you've ever felt more understood by a cat than most humans in your life, if you've ever found peace in their quiet presence when the world felt too loud, if you've ever looked into a cat's eyes and felt genuinely seen, this isn't just about loving an animal. This is psychology. Let me paint a picture. You come home after a long day. Maybe it was overwhelming. Too many conversations, too much noise, too much people. And the moment you walk through that door, there's this small, furry being who doesn't demand anything from you, doesn't need you to perform, doesn't need you to explain your mood or justify your exhaustion. They just exist with you. And something in your chest finally loosens. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. You might be someone who needs to recharge in silence. You feel drained after social situations, even good ones. You've been called too quiet or too independent your whole life. And somehow, cats just make sense to you. You understand that love doesn't have to be loud. You might notice that you're drawn to beings who have boundaries. There's something deeply comforting about a creature who doesn't give their affection to just anyone. When a cat chooses to sit on your lap, it means something. It's earned. And that resonates with something deep inside you. You might be someone who respects autonomy in others and in yourself. You don't like being smothered. You don't like smothering others. You value space. And cats are space. They embody the kind of love that doesn't suffocate. Here's what else might be true about you. You're probably more observant than most people realize. You notice small things. Subtle shifts in body language, tiny changes in energy, unspoken tensions in a room. Cats communicate this way too. They don't announce their feelings loudly. They show them quietly. And you've learned to read that language. You might have grown up feeling like you had to earn love, like affection wasn't freely given. It was conditional, based on performance, based on being good enough. And now, as an adult, there's something healing about a bond that feels mutual, where you don't have to constantly prove your worth. You might also be someone who finds comfort in routine and predictability, not because you're boring, but because chaos has never felt safe to you. And cats are creatures of rhythm. They wake at the same time, they have their spots, they find their patterns, and that quiet consistency feels like home. And here's the part that might hit close to home. You might be someone who has felt misunderstood your entire life. People have called you aloof, distant, hard to read. They've projected their confusion onto you and labeled it as your flaw. But cats never asked you to be different. They accepted your quiet, your stillness, your need for space. And maybe, for the first time, you felt like you didn't have to shrink yourself to be loved. If you're nodding right now, keep watching. Because what I'm about to share might change how you see yourself forever. So why do some people connect so deeply with cats? Let's talk about what's actually happening in your brain and your psychology. Here's what nobody talks about. People who love cats often share certain psychological traits. And these traits aren't random. They're connected to your neurobiology, your attachment history, and the way your nervous system developed. Let's start with introversion and sensory processing. Research shows that people who prefer cats tend to score higher on introversion scales. But introversion isn't what most people think. It's not about being shy or antisocial. It's about how your brain processes stimulation. Introverts have a more sensitive dopamine system. This means that loud environments, excessive social interaction, and high-energy situations can feel overwhelming, even exhausting. Your brain is processing more, not less. You're taking in details that others miss. And here's where cats come in. Cats provide what psychologists call low-demand companionship. They're present without being overwhelming. They offer connection without requiring performance. For a sensitive nervous system, this feels like relief. It feels like safety. Now let's talk about attachment theory. Attachment theory explains how our early relationships with caregivers shape how we connect with others as adults. There are 4 main attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Here's what's fascinating. Many cat lovers, particularly those who feel a deep, almost spiritual connection with cats, developed what's called an avoidant or fearful avoidant attachment style in childhood. This doesn't mean you're broken. It means you learned early on that closeness could be unpredictable, that love sometimes came with strings attached, that people could be overwhelming, inconsistent, or emotionally unavailable. And so your nervous system adapted. You learned to value autonomy, to protect your space, to find comfort in solitude rather than dependence. Cats mirror this attachment style. They're independent. They come close on their own terms. They don't demand constant reassurance or validation. And here's the beautiful part. A cat's love does feel secure because it's consistent, because it's boundaried, because it's earned through mutual respect, not manipulation or obligation. For someone whose early relationships felt unsafe, this kind of bond is deeply healing. Now let's talk about mirror neurons and emotional attunement. Your brain contains specialized cells called mirror neurons. These neurons fire both when you perform an action and when you observe someone else performing it. They're the basis of empathy, the reason you feel what others feel. People who love cats often have highly active mirror neuron systems. You're naturally attuned to subtle emotional cues. You pick up on energy shifts. You sense what's unspoken. Cats communicate almost entirely through subtle cues. Ear position, tail movement, slow blinks, body posture. They don't bark or wag their tails obviously. Their language is quiet, and your brain is wired to understand quiet languages. This is why you might feel more connected to a cat than to many humans. The communication style matches your neurology. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about the psychology of chosen connection. Here's something profound about cat-human bonds. Dogs were bred for thousands of years to be dependent on humans. Their survival relied on pleasing us. Their affection is, in many ways, built into their genetics. But cats chose to live with humans. They were never fully domesticated in the same way. They retained their independence, their wildness, their autonomy. And when a cat chooses you, when they curl up beside you, when they slow blink at you, when they purr against your chest, it means something different. It means I don't need you, but I want you. For someone who has felt like a burden, like they had to earn every ounce of love, like affection was transactional, this kind of love is revolutionary. It's love that says you are enough, just as you are. Finally, let's talk about the nervous system and co-regulation. Your autonomic nervous system has 2 main modes: sympathetic, which is fight or flight, and parasympathetic, which is rest and digest. Many people, especially those with trauma histories, anxiety, or high sensitivity, spend too much time in sympathetic activation. Their system is constantly scanning for threats, constantly on edge. Cats are masters of parasympathetic activation. When a cat purrs, it produces vibrations between 25 and 150 Hz, frequencies that have been shown to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and promote healing. When you sit with a purring cat, your nervous system literally co-regulates. Their calm becomes your calm. This is biology. This is neuroscience. This is why you feel peace in their presence. And here's the part that hurts. Society has pathologized this connection. They've made jokes about crazy cat ladies. They've suggested that preferring cats means you can't connect with humans, that something is wrong with you. But the psychology tells a different story. It tells the story of someone who understands boundaries, who values consent, who doesn't need love to be loud to believe it's real. It tells the story of someone who healed themselves, quietly, gently, one purr at a time. Now let's talk about how this psychology shows up in your daily life, in ways you might never have connected. First, you value quality over quantity in relationships. You don't need 100 friends. You need a few people who truly get you. You'd rather have one deep conversation than 10 surface-level ones. and you often feel exhausted by people who need constant contact to feel connected. Second, you're highly selective about who gets access to you. Just like a cat doesn't warm up to everyone, neither do you. You observe first. You take your time. And when you finally let someone in, it means something profound. But people have probably called you cold or standoffish because they didn't understand this. Third, you need significant alone time to function. This isn't preference, it's necessity. Without solitude, you feel depleted, irritable, unable to access your best self. Your alone time isn't loneliness, it's restoration. And your cat understands this instinctively. Fourth, you notice things other people miss. You pick up on shifts in someone's mood before they say anything. You sense when something is off in a room. You remember small details about people that they've forgotten they told you. This same attunement is why you understand cats so well, and why they seem to understand you. Fifth, you struggle with people who don't respect boundaries. When someone is too clingy, too demanding, too invasive, your entire system recoils. You need relationships that breathe, that have space, that allow you to come close and pull back without drama or guilt. Sixth, you've been told you're too independent. Partners have felt pushed away. Friends have felt like you don't need them. But here's the truth. Your independence isn't rejection. It's self-preservation. It's a boundary. And the right people will understand that. Seventh, you find comfort in routine and predictability. Chaos dysregulates you. Surprises can feel threatening rather than exciting. You like knowing what to expect, and you've probably noticed that your cat is the same way. Same spots, same times, same rituals. Eighth, you communicate better in writing than speaking. You process internally. You need time to find the right words. Real-time conversation can feel pressured, performative, exhausting. But given space to reflect, you express yourself with depth and precision. Ninth, you felt misunderstood your whole life. People have projected their expectations onto you and been disappointed when you didn't meet them. They wanted you to be louder, more enthusiastic, more visible. And you've spent years wondering if something was wrong with you. 10th, you feel genuine connection with animals, sometimes more than humans. This isn't a flaw. Animals don't play social games. They don't manipulate. They don't judge. They offer a kind of pure, uncomplicated presence that feels rare and precious. 11th, you're drawn to depth, not small talk. Surface conversation feels painful. You want to talk about meaning, about feelings, about ideas that matter. And when conversations stay shallow, you mentally check out, even if you're physically present. 12th, you might have experienced emotional neglect or inconsistent caregiving. And the quiet, consistent presence of a cat offered something your early relationships couldn't. Stability, predictability, love without conditions. Now here's the part that changes everything. Your love for cats isn't just about the animals. It reveals something profound about who you are. You understand that love doesn't have to be loud to be real. In a world that celebrates grand gestures, constant communication, and visible affection, you know that quiet love is just as valid. A slow blink across the room, a gentle presence during hard times, the willingness to simply be together without needing to fill silence. This is emotional maturity. This is depth. You respect autonomy in others and yourself. You don't try to change people. You don't smother. You understand that love means allowing someone to be fully themselves, even when that includes distance. This is a rare gift in relationships. You're deeply attuned to consent and boundaries. You notice when someone is uncomfortable before they say it. You give space without being asked. You never force connection. In a world that often tramples over boundaries, you honor them instinctively. You find beauty in subtlety. While others need fireworks, you notice the small things. The way light falls through a window, the soft purr of contentment, the quiet comfort of shared silence. This sensitivity makes you an artist of presence. You know how to be alone without being lonely. Solitude doesn't scare you. It restores you. You've cultivated an inner world that sustains you. You don't need constant external validation to know your worth. This is psychological resilience. You're trustworthy. Because you take time to open up. When you finally do, it's genuine. People sense that your words mean something, that your presence is intentional. that your loyalty, once given, is steadfast. You've healed yourself in quiet ways. No dramatic transformations, no public breakdowns. Just you, working through your patterns, finding peace in small moments, letting a purring cat teach you that you deserve gentle love. Your connection to cats isn't a quirk. It's a reflection of your depth, your wisdom, and your capacity for a kind of love that most people never learn. Let's clear something up. Society has created narratives about cat people that are not only wrong, they're harmful. Let's dismantle them. Myth: cat people are antisocial and can't connect with humans. Truth: cat people are often deeply connective. They're just selective. They value depth over breadth, quality over quantity. They connect intensely with the right people while protecting their energy from the wrong ones. This isn't dysfunction. This is discernment. Myth: loving cats means you're afraid of commitment or intimacy. Truth: people who love cats often understand intimacy more deeply than most. They know that true closeness requires space, that healthy love includes boundaries, that commitment isn't about constant togetherness. It's about consistent respect. Myth: the crazy cat lady stereotype is based in reality. Truth: this stereotype exists to shame women and others who don't center their lives around traditional relationships. It pathologizes independence. It mocks solitude. But there's nothing crazy about finding genuine comfort in animals who offer uncomplicated love. Myth: dogs are loyal, cats are selfish. Truth: cats show love differently. Through presence, through slow blinks, through choosing to be near you when they could be anywhere else. Calling this selfish misunderstands feline psychology entirely. Their love is quieter, not lesser. Myth: cat people are settling because they can't handle real relationships. Truth: many cat people have rich human relationships. Their bond with cats doesn't replace human connection, it complements it. And sometimes, the lessons cats teach about boundaries, consent, and quiet love actually improve their human relationships. Myth: you need to be fixed if you prefer animals to most people. Truth: humans can be overwhelming, exhausting, and emotionally complicated. Finding peace with animals isn't avoidance, it's self-awareness. Knowing what regulates your nervous system is wisdom, not weakness. So where do you go from here? First, recognize that your connection with cats has already been healing you. The co-regulation, the unconditional acceptance, the quiet presence. This is therapeutic. You found your own form of healing without anyone prescribing it. Embrace your need for solitude. Stop apologizing for it. Stop explaining it. It's how you restore. It's how you process. It's not something to overcome. It's something to protect. Trust your selectivity. You don't need to be friends with everyone. You don't need to be liked by everyone. Your discernment is a gift. Use it. Communicate your needs clearly. The right people will understand when you say, "I need space," or "I need quiet tonight." And if they don't, that's information too. Consider exploring attachment theory. Understanding your attachment style can unlock so much about your patterns in relationships. It's not about pathologizing yourself. It's about self-knowledge. If you carry wounds from childhood, from inconsistent love, from emotional neglect, from having to earn affection, therapy can help. Not to fix you, but to unburden you, to help you release what you've been carrying. And finally, keep honoring the bond you have with your cat. It's not silly. It's not just a pet. It's a relationship that has taught you about love, boundaries, presence, and peace. That matters. Let's return to where we started. Someone asks if you're a dog person or a cat person, and now you know the real answer. You're someone who understands that love doesn't need to be loud, that connection can be quiet, that boundaries are beautiful, that choosing each other day after day without obligation is the deepest form of devotion. You're not antisocial, you're intentional. You're not cold, you're boundaried. You're not broken, you're deep. Your love for cats has been a mirror showing you parts of yourself that the world tried to dismiss. The parts that need silence, that value space, that find comfort in consistency. Those parts of you are not flaws, they are wisdom. So the next time someone makes a joke about cat people, let them. They don't understand what you've found. The healing, the peace, the quiet revolution of loving something that chose you freely. You didn't settle for a cat. You found a being that speaks your language, and that is a beautiful thing. If this video found you, it was meant to. Drop a comment and tell me what has your cat taught you about yourself. I'll see you in the next one.